So before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about the Apologetics March Madness, because I think that's kind of how we got back into touch, because I included you in that, and then I kind of watched that live stream you had last minute with the attempt to save the world and try to get that upset with Lee Strobel, and that was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, man, I like to have fun with it. Sometimes I joke around and say sort of a silly tagline. I'll say, come back next week where we make apologetics fun again. Like apologetics was ever really fun in the first place, right? But it's just kind of a funny thing. And so, that kind of thing fits in. I mean, I forget how many, I could look it up. Lee Strobel has like 200,000 Twitter followers or something, and I have like 2,000 or something. So it's sort of, and he's got a New York Times best-selling author. You know what I mean? So I just figured we'd make a good show of it and make people be like, who's that? What's going on? So we had fun. We had fun either way, and so I think it's a good thing. One person say, "Hey, I never heard of Mr. Strobel before Vocab, but now I'll check out his stuff." I was like, "All right, you're the only one."
You must have never heard of apologetics before, then.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, a lot of people, Case for Christ is like one of the first books they read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I read like Case for Christ Jr. when I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. So it's really just everywhere.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So I just want to talk first a little bit more about this contest. I'm curious, what did you take away from it? I mean, obviously you're still alive as we're recording this in the consolation bracket. Just keep trying to promote some apologists. But what were kind of some of the main takeaways you had from this?
A few things. One is that it's good for people to be aware of each other's ministries, because there's this big world and this big internet, and really everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and they collaborate, they see a person here or there, but there's a lot of just hard to keep track of it. I don't even know how you kept track of it all, and so I think it's like this way to raise awareness, because all of a sudden I look on my Twitter and I'm like, Lee Strobel follows me. Now maybe he'll unfollow me once he beats me, but that's cool. I don't think that would have happened otherwise. And so that's great. And because of that, I was thinking, man, I wonder if there's a way to get sort of this part of the world that's sometimes not necessarily represented, which is the urban apologetics world. It'd be great to see some of my urban apologetic buddies get in on the contest as well, because there's some really great brothers and sisters with some really great ministries, and so it'd be nice to see them. But the big thing is the cross promotion, the synergy. That's really the main takeaway, and so I enjoy that. I like that, and not just the people, but the people's audiences as well. And I think that's an even bigger win, and so that's great. And then just the fact that once I realized it was all being ran by an 18-year-old kid, I was like, what? That's pretty cool. They got Michael Brown and James White making memes and all this stuff of each other, and it's all your fault. So that's pretty cool. It shows with the Lord and the power of a button, you could do pretty much anything. So I think that was pretty cool once I figured that out as well.
Yeah, amen to that. I'm actually 19 now, though. So
okay, sorry. Well,
you actually, I mean, my website says I'm 18, so I mean, it's kind of my fault. You actually reminded me to go and change the About Us page.